All right, guys, we are live, and welcome to everyone in the side chat. Appreciate you joining. This is a very, very, very special edition of Foreign and Domestic. We have two very special gentlemen that are near and dear to my heart and near and dear to many in this community. So I appreciate y'all showing up and jumping in for this, because this is a huge, huge deal. But before we get there, we're going to go through the room, and we're going to start with my good friend, my good brother, Alan B. Pro. What's up, man? No one can hear you.
Yeah, I've had a pretty good week. It's been a busy week for me. Working the new job that I'm loving. Had an event yesterday that acquired a couple more objects for me that I'm pleased to add to my collection. I'm real pleased at the panel that we have this evening. Glad to have a couple of extremely special guests. Good to see everybody popping out in the side chat there. Seems like it's going to be a great night.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got some fantastic special guests tonight, so it's going to be an awesome chat. I know that for sure. But before we get to the special guests, Phil, what's up, brother?
Sorry, I was muted. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Glad to be here. Been busy, but trying to put out content, and just happy to be here on the chat again, guys.
Absolutely, always a pleasure to have you, guys. If you don't know Phil M. Rivers, shame on you. Go sub Phil M. Rivers. He's commented on the side chat. He is a staple on this chat, and we love to have him. Always good to have you, brother. Scott, Insight Freedom, another staple on this chat. What's up, brother?
Hey, made it past technical difficulties. Looking forward to a night of chat with our two brothers over here joining us. So, hey, everybody, high side chat.
All right, awesome. And then we have the one, the only troll himself, and he is a troll, big time troll. And I'm not sure what to call him. Do we call him High Point Boy, or do we call him Daniel God is my judge?
But there's another one now, Dark Hunter. Oh yeah, I tell you what's going on here. I about had to change my drawers before I came onto the chat, because 2 days ago I moved one of my cameras down to the creek. I should have waited 2 days. I'm out there on the porch, and what walks out of the woods? Booner. No, even with the velvet on, this thing was bigger than Trump's hands. Okay, I mean, they're just out and high, and it's one of the big ones. A picture of one of the big ones that I got last year, and this thing, he was big last year, maybe 170s, but he has just exploded this year. So I'm pumped. I'm going to shoot my bow some more. Probably put out another video with the shooting the bow, because I've got to get my arms and my back and everything stronger, keep up with the physical therapy to get the core strength, because I mean, just knowing that there's something like that walking in the woods is like, you know how it is when you get old and you stop looking at girls and you're just looking at guns and beer. That's what's going on in my life.
That's awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to the first special guest. And guys, when I say this person is someone who I've known for a long time and is very, very special to me, I mean that in every sense of the damn word. And both of these guys that are on live tonight with us are very special, and both of them I've known for a very long time. This gentleman was one of my first subs and first supporters, and a big, huge supporter. CMAX Arms, brother, what is up?
Hey, CMAX here. Just hanging in there, getting better every day. So go to the damn doctor about every day though. But I am getting better. So I'll do an update here probably in the next week or so. I'm waiting on a little bit more information, but I can stand up now. They know what's wrong with me.
Awesome.
The reason I can't walk, and I'm taking intravenous treatments for that, and seeing some improvement already. So looking forward to walking again.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I'm glad they finally got it figured out. It's been a while for sure. I know you were fighting to get the bathroom and everything else installed. I know you got that done. So everyone that's jumped in and helped out, we can't thank you enough for that whatsoever.
Yeah, no doubt.
And CMAX has said this many, many times, and I'll say it again. Prayers are huge.
They work.
And for CMAX, Ed, and everyone else here, guys, it's no joke. When they say that, they mean it. Prayers are huge.
Mhm.
Just say it. Just say one little thing every day, and trust me, it's going to help. With that, we will go to my next special guest. And again, I've known this guy pretty much from almost day one when I started. And I love this guy to death. And one day I'm going to meet him. I'm going to drive up there. It's going to be here pretty soon. But EdUSAF, my brother, what is up?
Oh, not much. How's everybody doing? I just like CMAX, I'm getting better every day. Matter of fact, I won't be able to stay real long tonight because I have a chemo session in the morning and then my radiation. But that should just about wrap it up for the time being, because they want to, of course, they'll do another PET scan to see if it's all gone or not. But yeah, it's been a long road, and I know it has been for CMAX, probably more than me. But I don't know. It's been really appreciated. The prayers.
Prayers are huge.
Yes, they are. Yeah, the donations have helped. I'm not turning that down or anything like that, or trying to make it any less in today's world. But yeah, the prayers are huge.
Absolutely. Guys, talking to donations, if you guys don't know, there are GoFundMe pages both for Ed and for CMAX. They're both in the link in the description down below. Please click on that. Donate $10. Every $10 gets you an entry. Email me a copy of your receipt. And there's tons of giveaways going on. One will be happening tonight. And I'm not sure whether CMAX or Ed's going to be the decider yet as to who wins. We'll find out. We may take a vote on the panel as to who gets to choose. We shall see. Maybe we'll ask the viewers and see who the viewers choose to pick the winner.
There you go.
So in true form, I'm gonna list down the participants list here. AOK Forging and Adventures is out there. BEM Tactical, Big Al, Chico Wise, good to see you, man. Fred Outdoorish, Fresh Fowlers, Fuzzfork 8, Gorillas and Guns, Guns and Glory, HRM's Weapons Machinist, Insight Freedom here in the room, JH586, Kyle Lusk, Mystic Days, Phil M. Rivers here in the room, Robin Jones, Stealth Hunter. That was the list when I pulled it up, and that is that.
Real quick, Alan, do you want to throw out the number if they want to call in? I don't have my phone on me because I'm done with everything tonight. So, Alan, you have that? Go ahead and throw that out there.
Yeah, I will put the call-in phone number into the chat. Now, I do keep the volume turned off on that phone during the chat. So if your call is missed, sorry about your luck. This is not a professional show in any way, shape, or form. But if you wish to call in live to foreign and domestic, the phone number is out in the side chat.
We got a bunch of people jumping in. We got Edward Petty, Fred out,
and we are already receiving a call in. Thank you for calling Foreign and Domestic Live. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, this is Mr. Tech. All I wanted to do was call in and say I love you guys.
Thank you very much.
Why can't y'all just like stay up 24/7 so I can call in like Rush Limbaugh or something? I love you guys. Y'all inspire me so much. Everybody has to stay blessed and have a great day, man.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. That
thank you, man.
That's absolutely phenomenal.
Who's
appreciate you.
Got his Midas scream in there. That was good.
We do have a gun check out there. We'll start with Alan. What you got, Alan?
Okay, so all right, so we're doing the gun check. So I got the typical LC9S Pro in the waistline. Everybody's seen that. Something else that I acquired was this Sightmark XT3 flip to the side mount here. Just put that dog on there. Haven't had a chance to actually use it yet, but that's not what I actually want to talk about. What I want to talk about is something that's right down here to my right. And I very well might have been infected with the CZ virus. I have now acquired myself a CZ P07 in the urban gray with the suppressor ready sights. Haven't had an opportunity to shoot it yet, but there she is. That's one sexy beast, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
Absolutely awesome. Willie Bulletman jumped in and joined us. Willie, good to have you, brother. Guys, don't know Willie, please go check out Willie. He's stuck in hospital right now, probably for at least another 3 or 4 weeks. He may lose toes. They're working on it, but check him out. He's a good guy, awesome guy. He was a Ranger, and once a Ranger, always a Ranger, and that guy's awesome. So go check him out. With that being said, I have the Model 60, and yes, it's loaded, and yes, I feel safe. What you got, Phil?
I have the Walther PPS M2, and I am sporting the hybrid holster from Right to Bear Arms. So, and yes, I feel safe too.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Scott, what you got, man?
Just got back off the road. So with Alan, I've also got the P07. But because I'm back home, I feel extra safe too. So right behind me is my AR.
Hell yeah, man.
There you go.
Just so everybody knows, we're not taking calls during gun check time.
It's sacred.
It's sacred. Yeah, exactly. It's sacred. Ed, you're up. Gun check.
Oh my! Well, I think I already showed this to you, but the Smith & Wesson 4006, old school. So there you go.
You can flip that around, man, and show the other side. There you go. Oh, buddy.
That's the chippy gun, isn't it?
This one here is weird because it doesn't start with CHP. I don't know. I know they had a big influx of them, put out on the market.
Yeah.
But this one starts with MJB, so I'm going to have to find out what, or maybe it's MBJ. I'll have to check it out. But
nice shooter.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Gun check time. What can I do for you?
All right, Daniel, you're up.
Oh, well, since he's on the phone, I won't ask my question because that looked like he had the Omega trigger on that gun.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got the 70. My last purchase is my 75B with the Omega trigger, and it was almost loaded. I just had to pull it out of my bug out bag because I just got back from camping.
There you go. CMAX, what you got, brother?
Well, I don't have a camera, but I've got the Ruger SP-101 3-inch stainless steel 357.
Nice.
With adjustable sights. I really like that gun. I put the Hogue grips on it, so it took care of the finger pinching problem I had with it, but it shoots really fine.
Heck yeah, man. That's an awesome gun right there. Absolutely awesome gun. All right. So, guys, we wanted to bring everyone together tonight to kind of bring some light to the situations that these guys are dealing with and what's going on. There is going to be a giveaway tonight, like I said earlier in the beginning, but we're going to wait on that. That's not going to happen just yet. So with that, we're going to start with CMAX. CMAX, you've probably been suffering with this the longest time. And that's nothing against you, brother. Suffering is suffering, but CMAX, you've probably been suffering the longest time and dealt with this for the longest time. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about what's going on, what the journey's been, and the hurdles that you've dealt with?
All right. Well, I was diagnosed June 23rd of last year, and I've got small cell lung cancer. So I've already doubled the life expectancy of most people who are who get this. But I went through the conventional stuff, which all they want to do is either poison, burn, or cut you. And I'm into the holistic stuff now. And found doctors that go along with insurance, which is huge because vitamin C infusions alone were over $400 a week. And now I've got insurance paying for it, and I've got a better oncologist who does both. And he already, I met with him one time, and he already knows a lot more than my other oncologists. And it's with the same hospital, both with Emory. But he is light years ahead of the other lady I had. So expecting big things out of them. And I was going to tell Ed, I know you're going through the conventional stuff right now, but sooner or later that's going to run out, and start looking towards the holistic stuff. To give you an advantage, you got to do some research. I'm lucky the little woman's a bulldog on this stuff, man. She hears one thing and she's in it researching it, and I'm light years ahead of where I would have been without her. For sure.
And that's the thing, a lot of people probably don't realize it's not just you and me, but our spouses or wives or girlfriends or whatever, they put up with a lot too.
But yeah, it's been a drain for her. Especially with me being in a wheelchair. I mean, it's taken away from everything. If I could walk, I could be pretty much normal. So that's coming back, and I'm real excited about that.
You want to tell everyone what happened, kind of on that front of it, CMAX?
Well, we did the fundraiser to send me to Houston to see MD Anderson, and while I was up there, within 3 days, I went from walking to a wheelchair, and it happened right when I was trying to get a clinical trial. Of course, that blew me out of the clinical trial up there. So I came back home, and they prescribed to the doctors here at Emory what to give me. I was taking a chemo pill, and that did so, but then they took me off of it. They took 8 weeks to try to find me another clinical trial, so we gave up on them. We were going to go to Vanderbilt, and the weekend before we were supposed to make the appointment to go to Vanderbilt for a clinical trial, my neurologist calls and goes, "Oh, there's been an update in your case. After 4.5 months, we finally found something in spinal fluid." And, up until that point, they wouldn't prescribe anything. Of course, my new doctor was like, "You went 4.5 months and they didn't trust steroids or anything? And I'm like, no, we even asked them, and they wouldn't do it. So, don't believe your doctors. Don't trust them. If you don't have that warm and fuzzy feeling, get you another one, man.
Yeah, I can attest to that. A few years back, I had a major stomach issue, and it turned out my gallbladder wasn't working. But after a year and a half of various different tests, I figured it out and told my doctor what to test for. And my doctor looked at me and was like, "There's no way, you're too young." I'm like, "No, do the damn test, or I'm going to take my knife and do what I got to do." And so they finally did the test. And sure enough, guess what? I was right.
Yeah. They're not all knowing like we tend to give them credit for. I've come to feel that I've been lied to so many times, it's not even funny. And if it was up to the original doctors, I'd already be in hospice and dead, because they wanted to put me in hospice a year ago. And we told them no, so they were like, just done with us. They, we've done our chemo, we've done our radiation. You can't operate on small cell because it's just not operable. So they were done with me. So we've kept it at bay since then with holistic stuff, and I have big hopes in it to take me till a cure can come out, which is right on the horizon. We're right on the edge of immunotherapy and T-cell therapy and stuff that'll actually cure cancer for a change, instead of just milking along and see how much money we can make off of it.
Yeah,
Right.
and like you said earlier, it was, the old lady is taking care of business and researching. Research is huge.
Huge.
Take the time. Guys, I see you guys comment in the side chat. I appreciate it. I ain't typing a whole lot, but I see you. I do appreciate you. So if you're typing something, trust me, I see you. I'm trying to really focus on this chat because this is a very, very important chat. But just like CMAX said earlier, his wife research. You have to figure this stuff out for yourself, because the doctors won't do it. They won't. And the reason they won't do it is because they're all up to make damn money.
Yeah.
Cancer is a huge money maker. Huge.
Yeah, either they don't do it themselves because they want to make money, or the place that they work for won't allow them to do it. Yep. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of doctors burning in hell for sending people to their grave for cash.
And so we've got Warsaw on the line. What do you want to say here, Warsaw?
Hey, Ed, CMAX. I wanted to tell you, dude, cancer is definitely something that's definitely hell to go through, man. I've experienced a lot of friends and family that have gone through it. Dude, I'm definitely going to be praying for both of you. I lost a grandfather of mine because of cancer. He went through chemotherapy. He had a weakened heart because of the chemotherapy, and it killed him. He died from stroke back in 2016. So my heart goes out to you guys. I'll definitely be praying for you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, the treatment gets more people than the cancer does.
No problem, man. I'm definitely praying for you guys.
Yep.
Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, CMAX.
Oh, just if we want to talk later, Ed, I can give you some specific things that I'm doing. I won't list everything in front of on here because it'll bore these people. But if you'd like to know that, when you're ready to know anything, feel free. I'll give you my number and you can give me a ring.
Sounds good. I may need it.
Yeah. But the treatments will get you before the cancer does. Usually it causes something, pneumonia or something to happen, a heart attack or something after it weakens you. So, big thing is don't lose weight. Keep, because cancer doesn't like a fat man. And I was at 260. I'm down to about 200, but I went under 200, but I'm back over 200 now. So I've lost and gained. And it's tough because my my appetite and my taste is different than it used to be. I can't eat near as much, and things don't taste the same as they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can attest to the weight loss thing, and it's not just with cancer; it's with anything. You start getting sick, and Daniel will attest to this too, because Daniel's had some issues down the road as well. The minute you start getting sick and you can't move, you start losing weight.
Ataxia.
And you gotta do what you gotta do to try and figure out how to get that weight back, how to gain that muscle back, how to gain that muscle memory back, how to step up and move on. I'll tell you, I still have not been able to gain any of that weight back. I lost over 40 pounds when I got sick, and I have not been able to gain it back. Coda threw out a video earlier and was being a funny ass motherfucker, just like he normally is, but was saying how skinny I am. Dude, I lost over 40 plus pounds when I had my stomach issue. And I've never been able to gain a pound of that back. No matter what I do, no matter what I try. And when I first started working out and trying to gain weight and everything else, I ate 3 times as much as the average dude would eat. So the average guy is 2,500 calories a day. I would be eating 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day just to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It looks like it worked. It looks like it went all to the beard. I'm just saying.
And I'll tell you, part of the problem I have now is I work 90% of the day. And so I don't get to work out as much as I want to. I don't get to eat as much as I want to. I eat probably two times a day at most on average, which is BS. It's no good for me. I know it's no good for me, but there's nothing I can really do about it. You know, and it's just a tough situation. You know, but what can you do? It is what it is. You got to keep doing what you do, and hopefully something changes. But Ed, have you noticed any differences in your appetite or anything like that? Have you lost weight, gained weight?
I've lost maybe 10 pounds, but that is good for me, I guess. I don't know. I think everybody's different, but yeah, because my story goes back to November of last year when I had that tumor removed, the cancer, and what I was trying to go along like with CMAX about, doctors and stuff. So I was seeing my surgeon, every so many months after that, and getting, an x-ray, and then go see him so he could look at it and everything. Oh, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden I started getting this growth over here, right where the incision is. Now this is the most recent time. And don't even see him anymore. I go to my oncologist, right? And it's like, well, what happened with my surgeon? You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's telling me everything's fine, and all of a sudden now you're telling me I got a growth here. So it got so big, that they decided to use, this time without surgery, they decided to use radiology, and chemo. So that's how my second event has been going, and it's just about gone now. Before I couldn't even hardly, I couldn't use this. I would have been screwed, if somebody busted in my house, because I'd have to use my weak hand. And I hadn't practiced in a long time, shooting with my weak hand. So I don't know what I would have done, because it was just unbearable. The pain was, but I just, just had to go through all this crap, and I may have to talk to CMAX, because I don't know, is this going to come back or what? I got a nice sunburn over here from the radiation. I've been doing radiation for over a month now, so I just wish the girls that had been doing it to me would have kind of moved it around a little bit and give me a nice tan, for summer.
Yeah, I've been done with my radiation and chemo for quite a while. So you're doing both at the same time?
Yeah, I do. Well, they've got me on low dose, probably not like you, CMAX. I'm not really sure what you're doing as far as what you did with chemo, but my chemo is started back in June, and it's every Monday. and they give me low dose, or at least that's what they're telling me. They also give me a shot of it's some kind of what the hell is it? Some kind of antibiotic or whatever with it, and then they also give me a shot of Benadryl.
Right.
And that kind of mellows me out, I guess. I don't know.
How long is your session with chemo?
It's an hour and a half.
Wow.
Almost 2 hours.
And that's low dose?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or so that's what they're telling me.
Yeah.
But
well,
like I said, I haven't had any symptoms like you normally think of, like hair loss or anything like that. I've probably lost a little hair, but like I've said, well, Mr. Holster said, hair ain't that important. So
yeah, I've got my hair back, but I did lose mine with it.
Yeah.
But supposedly doing the chemo and the radiation at the same time is real beneficial. I only did it for the last section of chemo because I had it done at 2 different facilities. My insurance allowed me to take chemo one place and said, no, you got to go to Emory to get the radiation, which really made the original doctors mad, but I don't care. I've gotten better doctors every time, but I'm not done yet. But the latest one I have, he really seems to be on the ball more than any of the other ones have by far, which is encouraging because it's all about positive, thoughts and motivation.
That's why I like the oncologist I have right now. He's really good. He sits down, he talks to you, goes over what these other bozos I was seeing prior to this minimum stuff. You know how it is.
Yeah.
We'll keep monitoring and doing this and that, and next thing you know, you got a big lump on your side.
Yeah.
This guy, he's on top of it.
I'm curious to hear from both you gents, actually. Karen Blue in the side chat brings it up. Says, hello. Yes, my husband had brain tumors on the right side of his head. The doctor makes $70,000 a year on chemotherapy. Now, I'd like to hear from you individually on your impressions on if these methods that they're going after cancer, if you feel is more of a money-making factor or just holding the cancer at that place rather than getting rid of it and permanently destroying it. If you understand my line of questioning there.
Yeah, very, very familiar with it. And the answer is yes to both. They're making huge kickbacks on the chemotherapy. And they just want to keep you at bay at best. They don't want to cure it. You've got to go outside of regular type conventional treatment to really find anything that's supposed to cure it. The things that are out that are supposed to cure it now are all in clinical trials, but immunotherapy is the biggest hope and the biggest thing we've got going on right now.
Yeah, I think that I agree with CMAX. I think a lot of it is, kickbacks, people making money hand over fist over this. That's the only way I can put it. I know it sounds like just but it's I don't know. Now, as far as like I was saying about my oncologist, the reason I'm taking the chemo is that was supposed to work hand in hand with the radiation, softening up the tumor so the radiation could do a better job. Now, I don't know. See, that's just it. I'm not educated enough to know, does that really work, or, is this going to come back, or what, what's going to happen?
Well, you've got large cell lung cancer, right? Not small cell.
Well, they said it was small cell squamous.
Really?
Yeah.
And well, they've always told me that they can't operate on small cell because they could never get it all. And even when supposedly it goes away, it really doesn't go away. It just goes below their detection threshold. So it's a false sense of security, and it's all about money. It's all about money.
I mean, the money, and I know this sounds, you know, trivial, but the money that I've shelled out in what they call co-pays with my insurance, I've seen at one time, I've seen 5 different doctors. You know what I'm saying? An oncologist, a specialist, a pulmonary, whatever he is, you know, the surgeon, you know, people like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, every time I come and see you people, I got to pay $30, you know?
Yeah,
And that's
co-pays are ridiculous.
I know. It's and
It-
they
it-
add up.
It's retarded. When I first got sick many years back now, when my stomach issue, it was the same thing. Every time I walked in, 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, depending on what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it all adds up so quickly. And before you know it, you got 2-3 grand in copay.
Yeah, but yeah, and CMAX, getting back to you, that's what they told me. Matter of fact, I wrote it down because they what was it, small cell carcinoma, squamous
squamous.
Yeah, squamous. I can't pronounce that word.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about. I've got just small cell regular.
Yeah, and it started out, like I said, it was a tumor. They said it was about the size of a grapefruit in my right lung. Well, they got that out and said, well, it looks like we got it all. Okay.
Yeah.
That was with my surgeon. Then this next time, right where the incision was is where it started again. And this time it was on the outside, so they couldn't, you know, do surgery on it. And it was starting to bore into my number 6, as they call it, number 6 rib, trying to get back into the rib cage. And that's where I had the problems with it pulling on the muscles in my shoulder, where I couldn't hardly use this right hand. So, you know, I that's why, you know, talking to you, I'm trying to figure out, is this supposed to go away now, or
it's not going to? That would be extremely rare. You ought to count on it coming back. That was one of the reasons I was saying to you know, to find some holistic doctors. Now, Swinger 70, he's in the medical industry, and his uncle's actually an oncologist. And we've bounced a lot of stuff off of him, and he told us a while back to find a primary care doctor who was into holistic medicine, and we finally did. It took some doing because they don't advertise. They don't like to be known because a lot of them have died mysteriously, and you know, the whole 9 yards. And but yeah, expect it to come back and prepare for it. Go ahead and change your diet and do the other things that are, you know.
And Ed, if you need S Winger's number, I'll give it to you, man.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's great. Him and the little woman have talked for hours about this, which is good because I couldn't hang that long dealing with this stuff. I get fed up pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, we're going to do something a little peculiar and not known for this chat, but we do have a phone number, and the first person that call in will win a prize.
Now the phone number was listed at the very beginning of the chat, but I do understand that that's not going to be. And if you weren't here for the duration and did not pick a hold of the number, we may not even get a caller. So I was busy putting a phone number on the internal chat for Ed there. And also, I will go ahead and repost the foreign and domestic line out in the side chat, but I guess I don't need to. We have a caller. Thank you for calling foreign and domestic. Who are we speaking with? Hello? Well, I guess I'll have to take the next caller. Thank you for calling foreign and domestic. Who are we speaking with?
This is JR at Guns and Glory.
Guns and Glory is the winner.
All right.
All right, JR, I already got your email, man. We'll talk. I'll hook you up.
I just wanted to tell Ed and CMAX that me and my family will continue to pray for him. I've had seven family members that have had cancer before passed from it, so I know what they're going through. So me and my family will continue to pray for him.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Prayers are huge.
Thank you very much. They are very huge.
I thank you there, Guns of Glory. Got another caller here. Thank you for calling Foreign and Domestic. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, this is Silverback from Gorillas and Gums.
The one, the only banana breath Silverback. How are you doing this evening?
Man, I'm doing good. Had a fun day out at Thunder Valley Precision Rifle Range with the Diamond Show and Armament in Nexus. So,
yeah, nice. Armament and Nexus was doing a little bit of a YouTube meetup out there. So that's going good, huh?
Oh yeah, man, we had a great time.
Excellent to hear. Excellent. You got anything else for us tonight there, Gorilla?
Yeah. I just want to tell Ed and CMAX, man, hang in there. You guys are awesome. My thoughts and my heart goes out to you guys every day. So, just hang in there, man. You guys be strong. Hopefully good things are coming your way.
Yeah, I will. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Nope.
Excellent. Thank you.
Gorilla, you weren't the first caller, but I will send you some bananas in the mail.
Oh my.
You got to take care of Silverback, man. He likes his bananas. You got to take care of Silverback.
Yeah, that's our banana breath friend there.
All right. So with that, let's move on a little bit. So CMAX and Ed, what's kind of in the future for treatment, for things going forward? Do you guys have any updates of what's coming or anything that you're looking towards?
Well, I just got a new oncologist, and he's wanting to go back on immunotherapy. He's like, the previous ones didn't run it long enough to see if it worked or not, even though they quit on it so quickly. So that's treatment options, that, and then the IBIG, which is the hemoglobin, to get my nerves back working right so I can walk. So that's what I got going on.
Ed, what about you, brother?
Well, for me, when I finish up with this, the chemo, I guess, and the radiology, they'll probably do another PET, MRE, whatever scan, well, MRI, whatever. It's all I can tell you is this thing is like a donut, and they stick you in it. And I found out, believe it or not, that I do have a tinge for claustrophobia. So the next time I go in there, I'm gonna make sure I'm drugged up. I like to freak the last time they did it to me. I was like, I can't stay in this thing. I can't stay in this thing, because you feel like you're in a coffin. And I'm sorry, And
I tell you, if they want to do the brain radiation to prevent, any brain stuff, and they put that mask on you, holy cow.
My God.
I was not claustrophobic until I had to wear that damn thing. And I hate that thing. Thank God they'll never have to do it again. But when they talked about doing any radiation or anything, do I have to wear a mask? And if you do, there's an open face one that's not as bad as the one I had. But I mean, I had to pull my lips in to keep it away from it, just to make me feel like I had some stuff going on. It was awful.
I saw some of your videos, or one or two of your videos with that mask. I was like, oh my God. And that's the first thing I did when I went for my radiation. I call them my girls, there's like 3 of them, but Melissa, first thing I asked her, when they were going to put me on the table was, I said, are you going to put one of those masks on me? Because I really need to know this. Oh, no. She says, we're doing it down here, in the underneath my arm and, around and stuff, so Gertrude stayed away from my face. That's what I call it. the big guy that goes around and.
Yeah.
I will tell you, Ed, I saw the mask that CMAX had to wear. I shot the mask that CMAX had to wear. And good God Almighty, if I had to wear that thing, dude, I can't even tell you, man. That thing was ridiculous.
I know.
And it was an absolute pleasure. And I know CMAX got more pleasure on anyone out of that when we all took up the shotguns and just blasted.
Calling foreign and domestic. Who are we speaking with?
Yeah, I did. The thing was surprisingly tough, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we put so many rounds in that thing, and it still stood up to it.
Get you integrated here. We do have another caller on the line. Caller, who is this?
This is Big Al. How you guys doing, buddy?
Doing very well, Big Al. Doing very well. How you doing tonight? What's going on?
I tell you, I just wanted to call in and say that, you know, it's this gun community, you guys that do so much for you know, our brothers that are in need, and that's not lost on us guys in the side chat and out here that support them and support y'all, and just want to call and say thank you.
Thank you, Big Al.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
brother.
All right, guys, keep it up.
Thank you.
Take care.
See ya.
Yeah, we've got an absolutely phenomenal community out here. I was kind of blown away at it. I did not expect there to be such a phenomenal group of people, more or less as big as they are. There is a lot of people out here with major heart for others. And it's kind of funny. You talk to anybody that's on the left, and they're like, "Oh, well, they own one of these. They must be evil, bad people." But some of the best people that I've met in my life, people that I call family, are people that own things like this.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
Exactly. It's just like
I cannot tell you how many people here in the last almost 2 years I've been doing this, that especially in the past year alone, that I have met that I can call family and honestly call family, and have shaken their hand, shot with them, talked with them over the past year or so on live streams, off live streams, and on cell phone, text message, you name it, man. I cannot tell you how huge that is and what that means. When you talk family, dude, I kid you not, every single person on this panel, and then some, a lot of people in the side chat, you guys, some of you guys out there have my number too. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. You're all freaking family, and it's huge. Absolutely freaking huge.
Yeah, I tell my doctors, you know, that I've got a YouTube gun channel, and of course, you know, half of them are like, "Oh, gun, ooh." I'm like, yeah, they've raised all kind of money and sent me to Texas and this and that, and they're like, really? And, they just have no idea what good folks are associated with firearms, and that's the YouTube community and in firearms in general.
You know, I've noticed something, and I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this or not, but okay, like when I go for my radiology, and I probably sit there for a little while in the waiting room, and make a long story short, you know, sitting there watching HGTV with the wife, you know, flip this house and blah, blah, blah. And I've had more people come up to me while I'm sitting there waiting to do my treatment. Okay. And I'm wearing one of the shirts right here. I plead the second right there. I've had more people come up and say, man, I really love that shirt. You know, it's like, well, I got mine on eBay, and, you know, or my other one, I dial 1911. You know, stuff like that. And they absolutely love it. And I'm talking people that work there, you know, in the cancer treatment center and everything else. So there's a big group that I think out there, maybe I'm wrong, trying to be more, optimistic about people that side with us a little bit more than they do these left-wing libtards. That's what I'm going to call them. I'm not going to get too political here, but just let you know. But yeah, there's so many people out there that just love that stuff, So, what do you think? Have you guys run into people like that, or?
Oh, I agree 100%. I used to wear my cancer in the nuts and all those shirts, and
Right.
the response was overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Well, matter of fact, the first day that I did my radiology, I was wearing the Mr. Holster shirt. Wanted alive and well. You know that one, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
And they love that one. It's like, oh, that's nice. I said, well, my friend has cancer too, and he's trying to fight it and everything, and people are trying to help out. Well, that's great, So, hell, who knows? That person might have went out and got one of those shirts. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So we're almost halfway through the show. So what I want to do now is I'm going to give CMAX and Ed the choice as to how the main giveaway goes tonight. So here's the choice. Either you two can pick a number and combine the number to make the number, or you can pick someone in the side chat to pick a number, and we have 132 entries. So you two can either pick a number and combine the number to make the number, or we can pick someone in the side chat to pick a number.
I already see somebody in the side chat. I'd like to.
Well, it's up to you two. You two are running the show. I'm just here and saying.
Well, Ed, if you want to do it, I'll put a number in the private chat. If you want to add to it and come up with something, that's fine. However y'all want to do it.
All right, Ed, you want to throw a number out there and we'll add it together and see what we get?
You want me to do it out in the open?
No. And do it in internal.
Internal. Where do I do that at here on?
Do you see my entry for the last?
I got yours, CMAX. Or
yeah, I don't have
just say a number. Say a number.
Yeah, I won't know mine anyway.
10.
All right, so 10 and 33 is 43, and number 43. Hang on 1 second here. Milsert Mike.
All right.
So Milsert Mike is the winner of the spot and scope and ammunition from our good friend and good brother. Hold on. Shit. I had a brain fart. I've been up so long. Oh my God, dude. TC's Corner. TC's Corner. So Milsert Mike, you're the winner. I will contact TC's Corner and get you two put together, and we'll get you your prize, brother.
Congratulations, Milsert.
Congratulations.
And for those of you, for those of you that are not aware, Milsert Mike had over 20 plus entries, and he donated not only to Ed, but he donated to CMAX too.
Yes, it did.
He donated to both guys and helped both of them out. So I cannot say as much as those guys can say. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you, brother. We really appreciate you.
Thank you very, very much.
Glad you won. Definitely.
So, guys, don't forget there's 3 more next few weeks coming up. So there's plenty of time to get your entries in. Plenty of time. Just help out either Ed or CMAX or both. And again, both their links are in the description of this chat. Jump in, $10 get you an entry. You're helping out 2 of our very good brothers in this community to battle cancer and hopefully survive cancer, get past all this crap so they can move on with their lives and continue to be a part of this huge community that we have. And I can tell you right now, if we didn't have Ed or we didn't have CMAX, I'd be very fucking sad. Very sad. CMAX Arms is probably the #1 person that got me into reloading.
Good.
And,
so we get to blame him.
And, oh yeah, I blame him. And you know, he kept telling me, he's like, dude, it's easy. Just jump in. Just start small and piece by piece and piece by piece and so on and so on. And that's what I did. And this is where I'm at now. I have a whole reloading bench. I got 2 presses. I'm buying another press. I'm working on building my own damn bench, and so on and so forth. It's a virus. It's like CZ. But I'm glad I did it, and I cannot thank CMAX enough for not only welcoming me to the YouTube community, supporting me in this community, but giving me the support and help when it comes to the reloading stuff and encouraging me so much. That was huge, brother. Absolutely huge.
My pleasure.
See, I've been lucky enough to not really get too far into that hobby. I have a hard enough time with all these other people spending my money.
Alan, you've been introduced to the virus, which means the next step down the line will likely be that you've got to join that part of the deal.
That is the natural evolution of things, and yes. I know I the virus is taking me, and I know that I'm going to start into panic mode just as soon as I start putting rounds through the pipe here on this thing.
Yeah, Alan, it is true, and with the reloading, go progressive, because there's only one fact right now in your case: you're screwed. You bought the CZ, you're going to be shooting a lot.
I'm I put a lot of rounds down the pipe, but just the way this just feels so right in my hands.
And that's it, man. You pick up a CZ, it fits like a glove. Like a glove. There's nothing else you can say about a CZ. It fits like a glove, and when you point it, you aim it, you pull that trigger, it fits where you aim.
Yeah. And I want to make a prediction right now. Within 4 months, Alan's going to own a S2.
If he texts me tomorrow, send him a link where he can buy one for a really good price. I mean, a really good price.
I have never owned a CZ, but is there any comparison to like the Walther PPQ?
Not even. Not even.
The CZ is better.
Far better.
Yeah.
Ergonomics.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no comparison, man. CZ just on how they do everything, ergonomics of how it fits your hand, how close it is, the bore to the actual the gun itself, how it all sits together, and just how smooth it is when you pull that trigger. It's just insane, absolutely freaking insane.
Although, Ed, that is a pretty sweet gun. That PPQ M2 is very, very nice. But he's right.
Yeah,
you put one of these, especially. I mean, I love the PO7, and I've gotten to shoot the PO9. Loved both of those guns. But you put one of these all steel CZs in your hand, like the Shadow 2 or something like that, and it is just a religious experience when you shoot it. It's nuts how it feels and how it really does. So, I'm throwing a little freebie for everybody in the side chat. This coupon code that's showing up when I speak is Olight, and it is for the M2 Warrior, which is their little 1200 lumen hand cannon with the rear control with constant on or with momentary and with a strobe feature. And if you've seen my video with the Valkyrie 2, same brightness, you kind of got to see that. This thing is a crazy little everyday carry flashlight. But this coupon code up here is for $12 off if anybody's interested. So I'll just throw it up as kind of a freebie for the side chat.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, can I brag on my niece here for a second? And just to reiterate that whole CZ thing. All right, my niece came out, and she'd been to a gun range 3 times in her life, and only one of those times did she shoot a pistol. Well, we went out to the backyard here. We played a game of pig. I started out with, I let her pick one of my CZs. She picked up that my wife's one, the P01, and I had a 75B, and I had to switch to my Shadow too halfway through the competition. So she did not beat me. And I mean, this is something I'm going to pin up on the wall. We did 5 shots each at each target. This is her side. Oh, wait a minute. Which side? Oh, I got to look at it because it was so close. Well, one of these sides was her side, and the other one was mine. And I had to switch to the Shadow to beat her. I mean, this is at 15 yards. Okay.
Good shooting.
I mean, they just shoot so smooth.
Right now, I'm very disappointed in all my wrenches and hammers out there. Josh Banware threw out a comment, and none of you removed that comment. I had to do so. No, it does not take freaking Glock mags. It's a CZ, baby.
Sorry, missed that one.
It's a CZ laugh.
Yeah, here's one of the differences. It's made of metal.
They actually do stuff the customer asks for.
That's fine. That's
Hey, if I can jump in here, I want to tell a story about CMAX. I know he's into reloading and stuff, but he also jumps in and comments on videos and whatnot. And when I first started getting serious about YouTube, he jumped in on my videos and commented, and he gave me encouragement to keep going. That's why I'm here today. So thanks to CMAX.
Awesome.
I just want to tell you thank you.
Oh, man, you're welcome. That's great. Yeah, if I watch a video, I try to comment on it.
Yeah, and that was one thing when I first started. I didn't even know people were commenting on my stuff. I did it for an entire year and knew nothing about people's comments. And I moved back to Ohio. I got a laptop, logged in, and was like, holy crap, all these damn comments, all this other shit. And I'm going back and replying to everybody.
Can you take it off the thing?
You know, and then I started doing VRs to the Real Cover Burnout and CMAX and some other people. And it's just crazy how much support was out there. And I was blown away, absolutely blown away. And I can't thank everyone enough. I really can't. It's just insane. You know, the Cover Burnout, CMAX, Ad, everyone out there that just literally just jumped in on the minute that I started doing this stuff really seriously, jumped in and was just started supporting it. No matter how dumb the video looked, whether it was on my cell phone or whatever, and blurry as all hell and all that stuff, they still supported it. And that's huge. Absolutely huge.
Well, it's because we didn't have much foreigners in the community, and you know, we didn't want to seem like those people.
I will tell you right now, and guys, I'm very, very happy this weekend for a good reason. It's been a while coming. I had to fight back and forth and deal with a lot of BS. But I finally got my passport back in the mail. So I'm 100% back to being 100% legal, whole 9 yards. But what that tells you is this. Now that I have my passport back in my hands, I can now go for my U.S. citizenship.
Awesome.
Nice.
Very nice.
So, and I do plan on doing so, guys. I've been here 13 years. I've been in the gun industry for almost 9 years. I love everything about it, everything about this country, everything it's given me, all the people I've had the pleasure of meeting, and the people that I still have to meet. Alan, dude, I still gotta freaking meet you. I shake your hand, drink a beer with you. God damn it, and so many others. Scott, Phil. There's so many good people on here I have to meet still. Big Al, Real Cobra Burnout. As much as he gives me shit, dude, I'm gonna meet you. Yeah, I'm gonna drink a beer together, and you can do a stupid ass freaking knife review and put it in your little pouch you got. You know.
Well, now that we have a foreign and domestic hotline, we ought to be getting a foreign and domestic jet soon, so you can hop across the United States, right?
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. So, well, here's the thing. So I now have my passport back finally. Thank God. Took a long time. Took a lot of work, a long time. Finally got it back. You guys don't even want to know the rest of the story. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Pain in my ass. That's all you need to know. Pain in my ass. But I do plan on getting my citizenship, so that's next in the line. So I got to save some money for that. But after that, I got to get back home. I got to get back home. I have not been home in 13 years. I have 3 nephews that I have not met yet. I talk to them on the phone. I talk to them in video conference calls, but that's all. I have still yet to meet them. It's been 13 years since I've been home.
Wow.
So that is next in the line after I get my citizenship. That's because I'm going to be a dual citizen. So I'm not giving up my citizenship back home. I'm going to be a dual citizen. But that gives me the freedom to go where I need to go and do what I need to do. But that's next in the line right after that. So I got to figure that out and save some money and figure out how to do that.
We'll have to throw a party when you get your citizenship.
Definitely.
Yep, it's next in the line. I got probably another 2 months or so to try and save that money up that I need. I'll probably head up to Illinois at some point and see El Tenda. Because El Tenda, I may even stop by and see Ed. Hopefully I can get by and see both of them. But El Tenda got his not too long ago. So I need to go see him and get some pointers and see kind of where he did and all that stuff to make sure I'm on the right path. But I think that's the good way to do it. So I'll be getting on the horn with El Tenda. I got his number. I'll talk to him here pretty soon and figure out when we can get together and meet up and talk and all that good stuff. But that's next in the line.
You're getting tired?
The breeze.
We do have a question out there. It's did the American beer make the
Domestic, who are we speaking with?
Hey, man, it's Steven with Tally. What's up?
How's it going this evening? What can we do for you?
Pretty good, man. I was going to try out the international side of the calling and make sure it's working.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it works just dandy.
Awesome. Great, man. Yeah, calling from Ecuador. So.
Ecuador. Wow. We are international.
Damn.
Yes, here, foreign and domestic, we are global. Thank you for calling. Yeah, we're global, and I mean, we've gotten big here on foreign and domestic. So much so, and I'll just reshare this for those that hadn't seen it. We have actually been sponsored by a video game. All by themselves. They just went ahead and posted foreign and domestic on their video game, and this isn't just any video game. This is one of the biggest video games out there right now. So yeah, foreign and domestic is getting big.
It's viral. We are viral, people.
International Men of Mystery.
Baby.
We do have a very good comment out there. SWinger70. The day he gets his citizenship, I'll make a video playing bagpipes in a kilt.
Nice. Yeah. I gotta
Ed
see
Springer,
that.
you better get that kilt ready and get your bagpipes ready, brother.
I don't know if
Well,
you can
they
play
are
it.
having a sale down here on hurricane fans. So do I got to put that on layaway now so we can blow up your kilt?
We ain't blowing up my kilt.
I don't think we need
We're
that.
blowing up his kilt.
Another Maryland moment.
PG.
I don't know. This conversation's going a little Jan. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's keep on. Let's get back to the main topic of the night, and that is our good friends CMAX and Ed and everything that's going on with them, and trying to help them out. And guys, if you have not donated, if you can, please do so. Again, the link is in the description. $10 gets you an entry. That's not a whole lot to ask, and I know that a lot of you guys out there are seeing over the longest time I've been doing this, that I've done a bunch of these things where we're trying to raise money and so on and so forth. Don't take that the wrong way. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm simply here trying to help out people in our community. And that's all it is. If you don't like it, leave. I got no problem with you leaving. But if you can, help out, please donate $10. Get you an entry. There's a lot of good prizes up for grabs. And that's all we ask. That's it. And you're helping people that have, number one, fought for this country like Ed, CMAX, who's an awesome member of this community, has done, I don't even know how many videos at this point. It's up there, way up there. And they are big members of our community, big supporters of the community. So we have to stick behind them and have their back.
Yeah, I know they both supported me, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do too. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you very much. And all I'm going to ask for is prayers, because that's what I need more than anything right now. Is just to get through this next level.
You know, my prayers go out to you. I'd like to say my prayers go out to Mr. Holster too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, keep him in the prayers too.
I'd love to see him here on this chat, maybe next week or whatever you guys want. But yeah,
I would love to get him on here, man. I've tried contacting him in the past, but apparently he doesn't answer the weasel.
He didn't answer the weasel. Yeah, I remember that.
Send Jack though. Jack might come on.
I'll do my best. I will try and make some calls, some emails, and see if I can get Jack on the show. It'd be an awesome pleasure to have Jack on the show.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can do.
Fit too, though.
You can never get Jack out of that VFW down there with all them women. Jesus Christ.
It's insane, man.
I would personally be a little bit worried. I mean, if it's going to be on your channel, Scotsman, that's fine, because you're probably going to get banned.
You know what?
You're going to get strikes.
Screw them. Ban me. I don't give a shit. Here's the thing with YouTube. YouTube thinks I care. I don't care.
Make another channel.
Trust me. This guy, this crazy motherfucker, I can come right back. This right here, this will appear on another channel if I have to. And as we say in traditional fashion, YouTube, eat a bowl of dicks.
Eat a bowl of dicks, baby.
Oh yeah.
And what's the sipping tea this evening, Scotsman?
I am drinking some Heavy Seas Loose Cannon. And as an IPA, 9%. Yeah, 9%.
Damn. I used to drink that weak stuff.
Yes, he's pretty selective on his alcohol level, and he likes the high gravities.
Yeah, I don't drink the weak stuff. I can't do that crap.
I had a couple of high ones today, but the last one disappointed me.
Talking to the high ones, Phil and Alan, I will be sending you guys out one of those big beers I was talking about. I have a package for Thack and Brenda and British CB going up this week. You guys are the following week.
Nice, thank you.
So hang tight, it's coming, but they're up first because that's just how it kind of fell into play. So you guys will be the following week because Alan, I have your big box of shit ready to go. It just needs that bottle of beer going in there. That's all it needs, and it's on its way.
Beautiful.
And I threw something extra in there for you, so you're probably gonna need to get another gun or make another gun by the time you get this package.
Well, I've got a printer here. I could probably get the plans off the internet. You know, because I was lucky enough to print this week. I mean,
you might need to go up in caliber. 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, somewhere in that line.
Ooh.
You got something pretty good coming to you, brother.
Ooh.
I'll leave it at that.
Wow.
Don't ever say I'm an asshole, because I am an asshole.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. The whole ass is a possibility, but just the whole, that's another story.
Don't limit yourself.
No, don't veer off.
Let's keep it on track, people. Keep it on track.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
All right, that didn't help any. Stop.
Sorry.
Stop. Damn it.
Okay.
Where's your cause when you need them?
And I hate to do this, but I've got two kids that have their first day of school early tomorrow morning. They've got to be there about 7:15, and I've got to get them to bed. But CMAX, brother, always in my prayers. Ed, you two guys, absolutely love both of you. Pray for you all the time. That will not stop. Alan, Daniel, Phil, Scotsman, it's always a blast hanging out with you. Things like this are what drew me to this community, and they're what stuck me to it. So thank all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Scott.
Thank you.
Night.
Take care.
We have S Swinger on the line. Go ahead there, Scott.
Hey guys. Hey Alan. Hey guys. Hey everybody. I know I said I was going to go to bed, but I'm laying here watching you on the iPad, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to take a couple of quick minutes. There isn't a single person that's on the panel right now that hasn't been instrumental in the past year and a half of my life. And CMAX is quite possibly one of the most instrumental, because if he didn't teach me how to reload, I would have spent God knows how many hours sitting there staring at 4 empty walls, waiting for Logan to come home from her mom's. And it's just, he provided me with the tools I needed to advance my abilities in just the entire firearms culture, something I never had done before. And having the opportunity to talk with him and talk with his wife, it's just always, he's always been just such a great guy, and I love him. And everybody that's up on this panel every one of you are instrumental in the past year and a half of my life being as awesome as it's been. And just want to thank each and every one of you. And Logan, thanks you guys too for welcoming me into the community, welcoming me into the reloading lifestyle, and just being great brothers. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to tell you, you have anything you need. If there's ever any questions you need answered, any type of advice you need on the medical side of things, share my number, Alan, in the chat. Anybody can reach me at any time, and I'm here for you guys, just like you've been there for me. So with that, everybody have a great night. I love you, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks,
Thank
Scott.
you, Senior.
Good night.
Thanks,
Love you,
thanks,
man.
Scott. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you.
Yep.
Scott.
Yeah, you kick ass, brother. Keep on kicking ass.
That's right. We all love you.
All right, we got about 30 minutes left of the chat. So we'll just kind of go through everybody and kind of see what you guys may have coming up and anything you want to throw out there and plug out there and anything else that you guys might have coming here in the near future. We'll start with Phil because I know Phil's got to jump off of here soon.
Thank you, Scotsman. I got to get up early. I just want to say thank you for everybody coming out. Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all. And I want to say thanks to CMAX and Ed. They've been a lot of support in the last couple of years, and I appreciate them. And I definitely keep you in my prayers with Mr. Holster. I pray for you guys every day. And I just want to say thank you. And as far as things coming up, I don't know what's coming up. I'm sure I'll have something. But I definitely want to say thank you guys, and thanks for having me until we meet again.
Awesome.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah, Phil's been a huge supporter from day one. He's always been on these live streams, and he is a staple of these live streams. So we always appreciate you, brother, and always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Phil was one of the first people to give me a lot of support out here, and I was absolutely ecstatic to have him become a staple here on Foreign and Domestic. It's always a pleasure.
Phil, you do have something else coming in the mail, just so you know. It's not going to be just a bottle of beer. I do have something else that will accommodate that beer that is coming to you.
Well, thank you, sir.
And it is personalized.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's just a small gratitude of my thanks and Alan's thanks for all your support, brother.
Thank you.
I got more stuff being done for a bunch of other people too, and they don't know it yet, but it's going to happen. It's a little at a time. I do this out my own pocket, so it's a little bit at a time.
It's a very small pocket.
It is a very small pocket.
I hear you.
But I try to get things done for people here and there and do what I can and send stuff out to people just as a thank you for support and the help and just everything in general. I mean, you know, like Kyle Lusk and Jamie, JH 586 and all those other guys. I got a magnets, made those and sent them out to them. Dude, I'm happy to do that stuff for people that jump in and are a huge supporter. They start right off the bat, and it's all they do. And they jump in. They want to be there. They want to help out. They want to promote and just be a part of the community. You know, Daniel's always griping because, well, he got to score. He got to score, but he never sends me anything. He always delivers it.
Listen, you're not going to get into the ammo mafia until you get it right. You got to say, I got a score.
Well, see, I'm not you, so I don't do it.
That's good.
I always, see, with Daniel, I always hand deliver shit.
Oh.
So there's no video because I always hand deliver.
Hey,
you can't do a mail call when it's hand delivered.
No video, it never happened.
I thought it was no price tag.
Try it for you tag fags.
Oh boy.
Well, y'all have a good night.
Good night,
See you, Phil.
Phil, take it easy.
All right. You take care.
But in all seriousness, guys, I do appreciate everybody. There's a lot of people out there that have stuff coming to them. And some of it's been long-winded. And guys, I'm sorry. I work a absolute freaking ridiculous amount, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it, and I'm working on fixing it. Bear with me. But there is stuff coming to a lot of people, a lot of supporters. So I have a lot of that stuff coming up. It's just slowly in the works.
Hey, here's something, not all firearms do this. Not all pistols do this. Fully loaded mag, and this thing, even upside down, it kicks it out. It doesn't just set in there. It kicks it out. I mean,
you know what that's called?
It's positive ejection. I don't know.
CZ perfection, baby. CZ perfection.
CZ perfection.
That's. You can take that Glock, and you know what you can do with it.
No, Scott P79. That is the P07 there. Yeah, I just a recent acquirement here in the urban gray.
Ed, since you're on here, brother, I know we've been doing this for a while with Justin's Final Mission.
Yeah.
And this is kind of about you and about CMAX. But while we have a decent amount of viewership, you want to throw out a little bit about Justin's Final Mission?
Oh, yeah. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Yeah, it's activeheroes.org. If you guys know Ebomi, I'm sure Scotsman don't mind me plugging this. Ebomi, Ms. Bomi, the Ebomis, they, let me tell you, great people. I've known them for a few years now, and believe me, everything going to Justin's Final Mission goes to Justin's Final Mission. It don't go in nobody's pocket. And Ebomi is giving away 5 guns under the youth giveaway, and for $10 over at Justin's Final Mission. If you put youth giveaway in your comments section when you donate $10, and I know we've been talking a lot about, the donation stuff, but if you can't do that, please support. Okay, spread the word to get it out to other people that you might have sub to you. But anyway, $10, okay, gets you an entry to win 4 22s and 1 20 gauge shotgun, and that is a TriStar. You also have a CZ in there. It's a, what is it, CZ 512? Is that what it is, Scotsman? I can't remember now.
Yep, CZ 512. I reached out to CZ, and they were kind enough within less than 5 minutes, people, to throw that in at zero cost because it's for veterans.
Awesome. That is really awesome. But yeah, you guys out there, you can, for $10, man, you can win 5 different, pistols. Of course, they're all the same caliber except for the shotgun, but still, I mean, it's like, if I had kids and stuff, I would just, oh man, You know, that would be.
It's a huge thing, and I'll tell you guys, I threw in $100 too, not for me, because if I'm lucky enough to win, guess what? I'm gonna donate it back to someone else. I'm gonna donate it to a youth organization or something like that, where they can benefit from it, because that's what it's for. I don't want it for myself. I don't give a shit about that. I help get this stuff. I don't care. I want this to go where it's supposed to go. I threw in $100 and said, hey, you know what? We're going to get this where it needs to go. So if I happen to win, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to find some youth organization out there, whether it be in Ohio or somewhere else, that teaches kids how to shoot and donate all 5 guns.
Right. I mean, it's just, you know, how often do you see things like that, you know, where you have that many guns to win for yourself, or, you know, for your family or whatever, you know? And I hate to, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or anything, but this is for a very worthy cause. I
have quite a number of kids that I can teach and that are wanting to learn, and their parent is wanting to allow me to teach them. And I am definitely in these giveaways, but that's not why I got into the giveaways in any way, shape, or form. I strictly got into the giveaways to give towards the cause. If my name happens to come up, my name happens to come up, and they're going to be put to the use that they were put out there for. But that's not why I've gotten involved with it at all. It's been for the cause.
Yep, that's it, man. I've used all kinds of contacts over the last couple of years trying to help out Ebomi and everything else, and I'm happy to do so. Happy to do so. I've had some companies that have absolutely straight up failed, and if you want to know who those are, I will make a video if you want that video of the people that failed Justin's final mission, because they really did fail. They said they were going to help out, then they freaking backed out on us and screwed us over. And to me, that's a really shitty thing to do. If you're going to tell me you're going to do something, man up and freaking do it.
Right.
You know, don't tell me, contact me in 3 months. I contact you in 3 months, and then you turn around and say, no, I can't do it, or don't answer my message and leave me hanging for another 6 months. And then when I email you again, going back and forth, you never answer me. And then I finally get an answer, well, we're looking at this, but we need this, this, and this. I had one company, I kid you not, I literally sent them everything they needed, and then some. And after going back and forth for over 6+ months, they sent me an email saying, well, we need this, 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 and 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 this. And it was a freaking book. And I'm like, I sent you everything. I'm not doing it again. If that wasn't enough, screw you.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I sent you the 501(c)(3) so you can claim it on your damn taxes. Don't tell me that's not enough. I sent you everything you needed and then some, and then you're going to turn around and tell me you need more? Sorry, that don't cut it with me. That don't fly with me. But anyway, we're getting off on a bandwagon we shouldn't be on. I'm starting to get pissed off, and I don't want to get that way. So let's move back to where we're supposed to be. We're talking about Ed and CMAX and their fight, their battle, and trying to support them. So, guys, what else you got?
Oh, CMAX is still there?
Yeah, that's about it for me. I promised to get a camera, so y'all don't have to look at my icon all the time.
No, that's fine. I like that. And if you guys, real quick, don't mind, I get a little long-winded. I'm not trying to, but before all this stuff with me and CMAX was happening, I used to kind of talk, or not, by phone or anything with with CMAX about reloading, because I was really, you know, I really, and I still have that little flame in me, you know, for reloading. And when CMAX got ill, I I kind of quit, you know. So yeah, I probably could have asked other people, but I like talking to CMAX. But just wanted to let him know that, since I've got him, you know, here.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully
We
we can
get you
do it.
going whenever you're ready. We can get
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, with me, I'm gonna try. My wife is gonna help me out here. I'm gonna try and do tomorrow a little video of the chemotherapy, just to let people see what it, you know, what's involved with it. I'm not expecting, you know, any Academy Awards or anything like that, but, you know, just to give people an idea of what folks that are in a lot worse off condition than me have to go through. Because I've got a lot of friends in there, you know, so.
Yeah, that's one thing that you pick up. People who are going through this, we all hate cancer, and it makes us a family.
Yeah. But I've seen, you know, CMAX did a couple too when he first had to go through that. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny when CMAX first came out with the first video about having cancer and everything else. I jumped on the bandwagon, and I threw it out there and didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. And then I got Coda Boy 32 on the phone going, dude, you're fucking nuts. And I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know, but I'm trying to do something. I'm like, fuck, someone's got to do something. And we're going back and forth. It's like, well, you got to do this, you got to do this. And it's just crazy the amount of support that this community gives. And, you know, as stupid as something I did when I first threw it out there, I had no clue what I was doing. I was like, hey, here's a bunch of shit. Let's give it away.
Yeah, it got kind of crazy for a while, didn't it?
It got insane. You guys have no idea what I was dealing with. And I shit you not, working 6 days a week, coming home to 50 million emails a day, and trying to sort through all of that, get them in line, figure out who actually donated, who did this, who did that, plug it in here, plug it in there, so on and so forth, and then try and set it all up where I have this giveaway this time, this giveaway this time, this giveaway this time. It was absolute freaking insane. Insane.
Yeah, it was.
It was funny because he's like, man, this is one of the biggest giveaways I've ever seen, and so on and so on. And I had so many people jump over just because he said that. And I get people going, well, you just changed this on us. You just did this. You just did that. Well, shit changed. So shit changes. I'm going to move with the changes. You go with how it rolls. You roll with how it rolls.
Yeah.
And some of these people couldn't get it. And there was one guy that literally emailed Coda Boy on Facebook and sent this long ass message. And he actually called me and was like, hey man, this guy said this, this, and this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck him. Sorry, but if he can't deal with the fact that we slightly modified what we were doing,
so
not my problem. Not my circus, not my problem. You know, if he wants to get in a pissing match and try to sue me, go ahead, sue me. What you gonna get? Nothing. I have nothing. You know, but it was just funny. But the biggest point to it all is the support that this community gives to each other. And everyone that we have in this community is beyond amazing, beyond awesome. And I cannot thank everybody enough. I really can't.
Yeah, same here.
Yep, me too. Same here.
You know, the day I met CMAX and shook his hand and gave him a hug was an incredible freaking day. And I mean an incredible day. And he might laugh at that, but you know what, dude, it was awesome for me. Like the one guy that I've been fighting for, that I've never even met, and I get to finally meet him and I get to shake his hand. You know, a lot of you guys might be like, well, you're just stupid. You know, it's just a fucking other dude. No, I was a little nervous. I'm like, I never met this guy. I get to shake his hand. I get to freaking give the guy a hug and say, dude, it's fucking awesome to meet you. It was something else. Absolutely something else.
Yeah, that Farmageddon, it was, I didn't even shoot the whole weekend. I just meeting the people was so awesome. It was incredible.
Yeah, I took probably about 1,000 rounds with me, and I kid you not when I say this, I probably shot 200 rounds. I spent 99% of the time talking and hanging out with people, drinking beer, shaking hands. That was it.
That's the most fun of it all.
And that's it. I literally spent. I drove. I didn't drive. I drove with other people, but I drove over close to 11 hours and literally shot about 200 rounds out of the 1,000 rounds I took with me.
Wait. Yeah, when I went to Shoot-A-Palooza in, what was it, 16? Yeah. I took like 500 rounds of 5.56 with me. I don't even think I used 200 rounds out of it, you know, because there was so many people there. It was like, and trying to meet everybody and, you know, just hanging out, you know, Pre-Dawn Death, Dead Winter, you know, just people like that. It was like awesome, man. You know, Agent Chaos. But yeah, it's really an experience. If anybody out there gets a chance to go to one of these shoots, you know, with other YouTube gun community people, go for it. You know, put that on your bucket list. Get to know these people that you interact with, you know, on the videos and stuff, because it's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. When I went to Shoot-A-Palooza, it was the first time I ever met any YouTubers. I hadn't even met Daniel yet. This is the first time I went and met YouTubers. I drove 10.5 hours to somewhere I had no freaking clue where I was going. Never met him in my life. And I drove 10.5 hours the opposite direction to go meet these people. Dude, best time I've ever had. Other than Farmageddon. Farmageddon was absolutely freaking awesome. Props.
Well, you're a two-time. You went to Shoot-A-Palooza and Farmageddon, so you're. Yeah,
man. Farmageddon was awesome. You know, CMAX, Bob and Curious, SoCal, Pops, you name it, man. Tom Olison. So many good people. TR Prepper, you name it, man. It's just insane. And the funny thing is, and people kind of go, well, are they the same way as they are on the YouTubes? There's zero difference. Zero. They're all assholes, but I love them all.
Yeah. You know, what would be nice is if you could get everybody from both together. You know, oh my God.
Oh yeah, that would be. I want to do a quick shout out. Modern Mountain Man is out there in the side chat, and Modern Mountain Man is a big supporter too, and he's an awesome dude. If you guys don't know Modern Mountain Man, please go sub him, check out his channel, but also check out his channel. The man just published a book. it's coming out here pretty soon. It's not released yet, but it is on its way. He just published a book though. Take the Mountain. You guys need to go check that out. Cool. I have a funny feeling that it's going to be pretty damn awesome. So go check that out. Support him, help him out, give him a thumbs up, give him a like, all that good stuff. He's a good dude.
Absolutely awesome brother, man. Absolutely is. I'm looking forward to his book. It's been a little while since I just had a book to read, but I am absolutely looking forward to that book.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start doing our outros and get this thing off air, and we'll maybe hang out a little bit longer after. You guys won't get to see that, but that's all right. We love you still. So Ed, we'll start with you, brother. What do you got to say to the people out there, or anything else you want to plug?
I just want to thank everybody for their prayers, support, the donations, and yes, I kind of felt bad about the GoFundMe, but I couldn't think of anything else that I could do. But anyway, getting off of that, I just love all of you, and you give me your prayers, and I pray for you right back. That your days are, you're healthy and you stay that way, and your families, and just, I don't know. I just love you all, and I thank you.
That's awesome.
I'm just kind of speechless. I don't know what, I don't know, but yeah, I just love everybody in our community, family, friends, brothers, sisters, Yeah,
there's no reason to be speechless, man. This community is something else. Whenever we have given a call to action, they stepped up to the plate and done so.
Yeah.
And to me, that's huge. Absolutely freaking huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nonstop. Call to action comes out, they jump right on it. So
yep, they sure do.
It's just something else. It's just what the community does. So, Daniel, what you got, brother?
Okay, so I'm off mute now. Hey, CMAX and Ed both touched on this here quite a bit and reiterated it. The power of prayer. That's the top. That's the number one. Right. I mean, the donations are next, because that helps with the mental aspect of getting through and getting over this. Because not only do you pray, but the individual's got to do their own part too. And doing their own part is keeping the correct mental attitude. I mean, my issue was not life-threatening. It was just where I would have lost everything from the belt buckle down. But the power of prayer, I mean, I've seen the direct results of that in my case a number of times, where all of a sudden I was on this verge of I thought very fleetingly about either eating a bullet because of the pain, or giving my cousin a call and have him deliver a nickel bag of, some pot, just something to get rid of it. But all of a sudden, boom, the pain was completely gone. And within a minute or two, I'm getting all these texts from people at church saying, hey, we just got done praying for you. And it's like, I text them back, let everybody know it worked. So, I mean, keep the positive mental attitude and keep everything just looking up. And Ed, CMAX, I'm praying for you, brother.
Thank you. Very well said.
And Scotsman, I'm getting that book too. So if you need somebody to do any translating for you, I'm here for you.
Oh boy.
I'm pretty sure I can read. I'm not a Mexican. Contrary to popular belief, I'm actually legal in the United States, so fuck you. CMAX, what you got, brother?
Well, Ed and Daniel said it best. Prayers are huge. Thank you so much to everyone. Try to make a update video with next week or so, and hopefully within the next couple of months get some more firearms videos out. But really enjoyed it tonight. I'll get a camera so I don't have to just be a voice in the wind on these things. But once again, just thanks to everyone.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you could join in. We got to do this again soon. We'll try and figure this out. Maybe we'll try and do this again probably for the final giveaway, which is in a couple weeks. So we'll maybe try and re-coordinate and make sure we can figure that one out for the final giveaway.
Just let me know.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me know.
Yep, absolutely. Alan, what you got, brother?
Well, I am been actually very honored to have these gentlemen on the chat tonight. It's hard for me to put into words what it's like for me to sit here and be able to talk to these guys, be on the same panel as these guys. It's just an absolute pleasure. And so that you both know, you're both in my prayers every night. Mr. Holster as well is in my prayers every night. And I just got to say, we've got your backs. We've got a lot of love for you, and keep on fighting the good fight, because there's going to be a lot of people out here that are going to ache if you don't. So we got lots of love for you. But for me, other than that, just keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.
Yep,
you got it.
And I'm going to echo the same thing. You guys have been a huge influence, a huge support, and I can't thank you all enough. Every one of you guys rock. Ed, CMAX, I love you both. CMAX, it was an absolute pleasure, and I mean absolute pleasure to meet you, shake your hand, hang out with you, drink a beer with you, bullshit with you, talk reloading with you, and walk away with a huge box of 44 Magnum.
You're welcome.
But it was just absolutely awesome, and I hope to get to meet you again soon, brother. And Ed, I hope I can get to meet you here pretty soon as well.
Right on.
You know, all you guys, you're a huge part of what I consider family. And I mean that 100%, no joke, straight up. You guys are family to me. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate everyone in the side chat showing up. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything else you want to say, you all have my email. If you don't have my email, tough titties. Go find it. It's over there in the About page. But email me and we'll talk if you have questions. Other than that, guys, I appreciate y'all. And with that, hang tough. We're out of here.